Those nights specifically where you feel like where your life is going, where you exactly feel like that you are really wasting your time, and you really feel like that time is just passing by but you are not able to move even a stone. Hi, I am Jyoti Motwani and I am a YouTuber. I am a content creator, and most importantly, I run my own business in Dubai. Along with that, managing team, managing clients, making sure that I am doing my more studies as well. I am learning as well, getting time for myself as well. I make sure that I manage my time in such a way that I excel in that thing as well as I give my 100% without getting burnout. And I would say because of time management only, I was able to get great grades in my 10th class, in my 12th class, and in my higher studies as well. So in my 10th, I got 10 CGPA. In my 12th, I cracked 94.6 percentile. Bachelor's degree, I was able to come in the first five position of the college. Along with that, I was able to crack all India A rank of 155 in IIT JAM exam. If you don't know IIT JAM, you can search it. It's not about the topic. It's not about I want to tell you about my percentage and everything, but I just want to tell you that everything that I am able to achieve in my life, the majority of factor that is responsible for that is how I manage my time, how much I utilize the time so that it works for me, and how I make sure that I do not get burnt out, and I make sure that I'm able to focus on every single thing that requires my attention in that moment. And because of that only I was able to get job in my companies wherever I wanted, and I was able to shift from India to Dubai, start my own business from scratch because of time management. Motivation is one factor, but here we are going to talk about time management. So let's get started. So I think you must have already spent a lot of nights questioning your worth based on how much time wastage you are doing on daily basis. So when you sleep at night, like this was me when I was wasting time. I used to sleep at night and I was not able to take a great sleep because I was just thinking one thing, that I am wasting my time. This person is achieving this thing and I also want to achieve this. I want to achieve that, but I am not able to work on that. Every day I sleep with the highest of motivation that okay, tomorrow morning when I will wake up, I will wake up by 5 a.m. I will hit that running class, I'll go for a run, I'll work on a physical thing, I'll work on a physical body, and after that I'll take shower, I'll start working on that, I'll start working on it, and I'll study for 12 hours. I will not waste time, I will remove Instagram and all that stuff, but it never worked out. You know that, that it never works out, correct? So here we are going to learn main and most important 5 tips by which you can really become the king of time management or queen of time management very easily, because you will be able to take control of your time and time will not be taking control of you. This is a very big line if you really understand. Right now when you're wasting your time, when you're wasting every minute while scrolling or while just chatting with your partners or anything, you don't understand that time is actually controlling you. Your emotions are really controlling you. You are not controlling the time. When you are not controlling your time, you're not controlling your day, and when you are not controlling your day, you're not controlling your week, and when you are not controlling your week, you are not controlling your month, hence your year, and hence your life. If you think like if you waste one day, it will not create any big chaos in your life. If you waste 2 days, it will not create great chaos in your life. But I hope you know that by addition of small drops of water, you create an ocean. That ocean is your life. And when you waste each droplet, that is your each day, you are wasting your life. Then all the goals that is in your mind will stay here only. It will not come to your reality. Okay? So now, the first tip for you that I want to tell you is the mindset. Yes, we are going to move to the different parts of time management. We are going to end this video where you will have your own timetable created. You will have your own to-do list created that you will follow without pushing yourself, and it will be so smooth, so seamless. So, but in order to come there, we need to do certain things, and for that we are going to start with the tip 1, which is mindset. Now, under mindset, I want to tell you one thing. There are two minds that always are present whenever you're sitting and you're just like observing yourself observing yourself, observing your environment. So there is this one emotional mind that always asks you to do all that shitty shit, probably like scrolling the phone, probably like just chatting over, probably just like Netflix and chill and all that stuff, where that part of your mind where it says like, just like, I'll just chill for 1 hour and then I'll do it for sure. And I will not do it today. Okay, only 2 hours are left for the dinner, so I will start from tomorrow morning. So that is the first emotional mindset that you have. Okay, but there is that second mindset that also exists, that comes back to you and hit you back during the night and tells you, hey, you wasted your time today as well. You have to take control of your time. That mindset is actually your best friend. So we are going to take hold of that mindset who really cares about you. Okay, and that mindset is actually called logical mindset, and the mindset that pushes you to do just doom scrolling and waste your time is your emotional mindset. Okay, that doesn't see any logic, that just say have like, that just pushes you to have fun in that moment, enjoy the present, that kind of vibe, and we are going to ignore that for a while. So the mindset shift that you need to have is that you have to become a slave of your logical mind. Keep in mind that your logical mind is actually your best friend, part of your brain who thinks the best for you. So at any moment of time, when you feel like, or when you find yourself in a situation where you are doom scrolling, where you are just wasting your time or anything, or where you are not even wasting time, you are getting a push from your mind that, okay, let's just like put 5 minutes into this Netflix, I'll just watch reels for just 5 minutes. You have to shut that mind and you have to remember that you are a slave of your logical mind. And logical mind is going to be a slave of a system that you are going to create by the end of this video. I hope I'm clear in that, right? Which actually means that you're a slave of the system, and that system is created by a logical mind. So you are a slave of your logical mind. Any moment of time where you feel like you're wasting time, you have to just remind yourself, I don't care. I am a slave of my logical mind. Simple. Very simple. And this will become a habit of yours when, when you will do it for at least like 1 or 2 days, it will become your habit. And the thing is that your logical mind always thinks the best for you. And the moment you say this out loud, that sorry, I'm not going to scroll my phone, I'm a slave of the logical mind, that moment your logical mind will come and say, okay, fine, according to the system at 4:30 p.m. we had to study physics, or we had to apply for the jobs, or we had to do this and that. You will just open your system that we're going to create right now, and then you're going to work on that. Your emotional mind will disappear. That's the tip number one. So I'll give you a very good example from my life. So whenever I used to do a very doom scrolling, or like I used to like just go on YouTube or Instagram reels and just like see like what is happening and all that stuff, my emotional mind used to say that, yeah, I am doing some market research about like what kind of reels are working nowadays, and then I'll create content out of it. So I'm not wasting time in real sense. So that is what my emotional mind used to say. Like these were the thoughts that were coming to my mind. So that moment itself, I used to feel like, Jyoti, I think you're going to regret it. And that thought comes from the logical mind itself. So you have to really observe yourself. There are really two people inside your head, the good one and the bad one. You must have watched in the movies when you were a kid, right? So here, my logical mind used to say, Jyoti, it's 7:30, and according to the system that you have created, at 7:30 you must be writing a script. So what are you doing? I used to say out loud, okay, fuck it, I'm a slave of a logical mind, and as a slave I am not going to use any of my senses or any of my logics here, and I'm just going to become a slave of my logical mind, that is of my systems, and I'm going to just follow it without thinking twice. And I used to say this out loud so that I can hear myself. And when I used to do that, it really used to push me up from out of the bed, and I used to start scripting about my videos or anything for my client work, etc. So you have to start doing this from now on. Instead of screaming and scolding yourself during night, it is better that you scold yourself during that time of the day where you have to do that particular thing. I hope that's clear. Now, tip number 2 is, I'm going to see, I have actually written all the tips that I feel I have implemented over the period of last 7-8 years. So the tip number 2 is a Pomodoro technique. Okay, so you must have heard it everywhere, but I'm going to explain you in a different way so that you can relate this tip to tip 1 and upcoming tip 3 as well. So Pomodoro technique is that 80% of the results that comes are coming because of your 20% of the efforts. Okay, so the system, the timetable, the to-do list that you're going to create, that system is actually going to give you only 20% of the results. That is, you're only going to get successful in that system only 20% of the time, and rest 80% you're going to fail. What I mean by that is that how many times you have created your timetable, how many times you have created your system and you try to follow it, but you always fail. And after that, your motivation was dipped down many a times, and that's why you are scrolling on YouTube to find the time management techniques, right? So I'll tell you one thing is that your whole agenda should be that by the end of this video, first system that you will create, it will give you 80% failure and 20% success rate. And every single week you are going to work on the system so that your success rate increases from 20% to 22, then 24, then 26, and your failure rate reduces from 80 to 78 to 75 to 74. So we have to use Pomodoro technique in a different way. That is the system that you will create, in that your failure rate should drop out and your success rate should increase. For that means you have to always optimize your system. What does optimization of system means? So under Pomodoro, we are going to understand this. Which means, for example, you created your first timetable where you decide that every single day you are going to wake up at 7 o'clock, go for a run, and come back by 8:30, and then have your breakfast by 9 and start working from 10, or go to office or go to college, etc. Okay, and by this time I'm going to come back, by this time I'm going to sleep, and all that thing. You tried that timetable for 1 week. Okay, after trying it for 1 week, you actually understood that it is so much difficult for you to really go for a run from the moment you wake up. Okay, you understood that thing, so you are not going to be hard on yourself that no man, I have to wake up and go for a run, else I'll be failure. No, you will understand yourself and you will shift that running part to the time where you feel like you are most likely to be more consistent, probably in the evening when you come back from the office, when you come back from the school, when you come back from the college, when you come back from the job, anything. And now, where you were actually failing at running every single day, now you understood that thing and optimize your system. Now your failure rate drops down and success rate increases, because now you're doing that one thing consistently because you understood yourself. And that's how you optimize it. So this was just one example out of the system. Here, when you will optimize your system, you will optimize every single thing. You have to observe yourself. I hope I'm clear. That tip 2 is clear for you. 80% of your results come from 20% of your work, but we implement into a system in such a way that the first system that you will create, it will give you 80% failure. The first system always fails and you do not have to worry about it. It will only give you 20% of success rate, but the idea should be that your 20% success rate should go up every single week, and for that you will have to optimize it. Are we clear on this? If yes, let's just give a thumbs up to this video, and then we'll move to the tip 3. Okay, so the tip 3 for the time management that I want to tell you is use very specific tools for your time management. I use couple of tools that I'm going to suggest you. You can use tools that you are more comfortable with, but I am actually comfortable with 2 tools. The first tool is Google Calendar. The reason one is I use Google Calendar is I can sync that into my phones, both the phones. I can sync that to my laptop, I can sync that to my iPad, and I can sync that to my alarm. So I create my to-do list with the timestamps in my Google Calendar. So it will have my meeting scheduled as well, and it will have my normal day-to-day task as well. So everything will be in the one calendar. So I specifically use Google Calendars. That is the first tool that I use. Okay, the second tool that I use is Notion. You can use any other tool as well. I use Notion because I am able to divide my work, divide my goals, divide my aspirations, divide my objectives of the life and the work and every single thing there. Like I can create different pages. You can use Excel sheets as well, but I feel it's very dynamic. Notion is kind of dynamic. So I create multiple pages, under which there is one page which is by the name of to-do list. Under to-do list, I create the to-do list of the very next day, and I write all the miscellaneous thing, all the important things, all the unimportant things. Example, important things, I need to do this meeting at 4 o'clock. Unimportant thing, I need to go and water the plants in the morning. Okay, miscellaneous thing, I need to give a call to my friend. Okay, something like that. So I write every single smallest to biggest thing in that to-do list. Okay, and using that to-do list, I use Google Calendar and then divide my work into Google Calendar. I'll put the screenshots here, exactly how do I do that, and I'll put a screenshot of my to-do list here as well. It's just an example. So I use that to-do list, I look at my to-do list, and then I look at my Google Calendar, and then I give time to each thing. For example, at 12 o'clock to 1 o'clock, I'm going to take all the follow-ups with the client. I'm going to check on my team. I'm going to check on my clients, etc. I'm going to check on my insights. I'm going to check my Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, etc. So from 12 to 1, I do this. Okay, as the moment comes where the clock hits 1, I leave that work and I start the work which is mentioned in my Google Calendar. Now we are talking systems. Here what I want to mention is, I'm just checking that mic is running. So one of the most important thing that you have to learn, that I learned it a very hard way, is that, for example, I am doing certain market research work for the Instagram strategy. I'm just giving you an example from my life, okay? And the time frame for that to do is 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. 1 hour only, okay? But when I started doing that, I started loving the process of doing the market research. That even when the clock hit 4 o'clock, I was not leaving the work, and I said, okay, forget it. The work that I have to do from 4 to 5, I'll do it afterwards. Let me just do it because I'm really loving it. I'm getting the ideas and all that shit. Okay. Here, this thing is the main problem. I'll tell you why. The reason is that, of course, I started loving the process of it, but because of that one thing, I am really wasting my time and I am not really giving my importance to the next task. And because of that, probably I'll win in this Instagram thing, but I'm going to waste my time and going to become a failure in the next thing that I have scheduled. So in that case, you have to make yourself remember about this one thing, that I am a slave of my logical mind, and logical mind is actually the system. And according to the system, by 5 o'clock, I have to leave this thing and start this thing. So I am going to do that only. No questions there. Doesn't matter how much you're enjoying that thing, you have to fuckingly leave that and start the thing that was mentioned for 5 o'clock. I hope this third tip made you clear on the tools as well as leaving your work and making sure that you are only doing the work on the basis of the system, and you're leaving and starting new work only on the basis of system, because you're the slave of your logical mind. And use the tools. One more important thing before moving to tip 4 is that do not use diaries and all. I will suggest to use digital tools. Diaries are great things, absolutely, but when you use digital tools, you always have your phone in your hand, or you always have laptop with you, right? So you will start getting reminders or notification when your next task is going to begin. So your mindset will come again, like your logical mind will pop in and say, okay, fine, after 30 minutes I have to start this, so I have to wrap this up as soon as possible, as soon as the clock hits that X mark on the time on the clock. I hope I'm able to make you sense, right? So this is really important. I suggest you to go with the digital tools, Google Calendar, Notion, instead of the diaries, because someday if you forget the diary, someday this is gone. Your digital things should be there so that you can actually see your progress. That, man, for the 1 week itself, consistently I was able to work on all these stuff that I have marked. I am proudly a slave of my logical mind, because logical mind thinks the best for me. Let's move to the tip number 4. Now we are closely moving towards making a real system. Tip number 4 is the beginning of that. Now, in order to create your system, you have to divide your full life, let's not take life, at least your full month, and hence your weeks and days, into 4 categories. And those 4 categories are health, wealth, money, and miscellaneous. Now I'll explain you a few things. In order to achieve your goals in life, and I think that your goals are specifically to earn great money, to be at a great designation position, to have a comfortable life, to achieve or to do those things that you visualize for your dreams, etc. And some miscellaneous things as well. So for example, if you have a goal that you want to have 2 lakhs per month salary, okay, so that is your money goal. For that, you need to have a great job or start a business or do anything that comes under your wealth again. Now, again, once you also have a dream that you want to build a house for your mother and your father, so that comes into your miscellaneous things too. And along with that, you have a goal that you want to go for travel, or you want to build a LinkedIn profile, or you want to have a Instagram content, or you want to learn that one thing, you want to learn more about meditation, manifestation, you want to become a coach of that. anything that comes to your mind in your life in terms of objective goals, you can literally divide that into 4 parts. Anything that is not fitting into these 4 categories, remove it from your life. At least for a month, remove it. That is the wastage of your time for now. If it is literally like something, I cannot come with examples because all the goals that I have written for myself all comes into the 4 categories. There is a rarest of rare case that it doesn't come into this category. Probably like I want to smoke like 10 bundles, it doesn't come in any of this category, and so hence remove it from your life. So my tip number 4 is that write all the goals that you have under these 4 categories. Once you divide all your goals under this category, you will be writing all this thing in your digital board, that is your Notion and all. Now it is a time that we create a timetable for you. Okay, now tip number 5 is actually creation of your timetable. Okay, I feel like I don't know, there's a lot of change of background in this video and all, but certainly one, I really feel that the content that I say, like this, the words that I speak, the experience that I tell is exactly like where my content will stand out. And I am actually not doing YouTube just to like become super famous or something, but I'm doing YouTube because so that I can really teach you something from my practical life instead of telling you anything which is in the air. And I always try to help you like a big sister, as if you and me are sitting in a room and I'm actually helping you and suggesting you as a big sister. I've seen a great things in my life. I've learned a lot of things by myself and all that stuff. And I see like a lot of Indian youth is stuck there. And if I'm able to even help 1% of the youth to achieve that goals, come out of that mindset, become that powerful, have that aura, I think that would be the whole reason of this YouTube. That's why kind of I do not invest in great backgrounds and all, because I feel like if you really need that advice of that big sister, you will really fuckingly not care about what is there in the background, etc. I think the content is there. The content or the words that I speak or the wisdom that I give is something that comes from the heart. So with that, let's move to the tip number 5, and let's just make your timetable and your to-do list, so that from tomorrow itself, or maybe just after this video, you are able to change your life. Okay, so now let's just make a to-do list for you. Let's just make a timetable for you. Now, once you have divided all your goals into these 4 categories that we just discussed in tip number 4, you are going to put these things into Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Sunday, you're going to take a leave. Up to you. I will suggest you take a break. Your mind really needs a break one day. Okay, so on Sunday you can really do those things that doesn't fit into these 4 categories, but please do not smoke that 10 bundles of cigarettes. Okay, so now I'm going to take few task example, and because of that task example, you are going to understand exactly how you can divide your all the goals into the timetable, and also making sure that you are achieving those goals every single day. Okay, now I'm taking examples from my life, and then you are going to adapt it in your life. I want to become the top 5 person on LinkedIn. Okay, I want to have a great Instagram. Okay, I want to onboard at least 2 clients for my marketing agency every single month. I want to do webinars on LinkedIn, okay, and teach more people. I want to work on my health, and for that I want to go for running every single day. Okay, along with that, I really want to learn more about like lucky girl syndrome, manifestation, meditation, and all that stuff. So this is the next thing. Okay, so you can see like how these things can be put together into the 4 categories that we created. Okay, so anything that helps you make money, we add in that. Anything that helps you have more wisdom, you add that. Anything that helps you have a great body, you're going to add that. Instead of money, that's body. Okay, anything that helps me into becoming 1% better, that comes into miscellaneous and extra things. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is that since I want to do YouTube, I want to do Instagram, I want to do LinkedIn as well. I cannot do all the 3 things every single day, correct? I want to have 2 clients every single month. That is, I have to do outreach, I have to do all the sales thing every single thing in order to get that 2 clients. So I cannot do that every single day, or maybe I can do that every single day, but for a limited period of time. Okay, I want to go for running. Okay, I cannot make my body in one day. That I have to remember. I cannot have the 2 clients just in one day. Possible, but I have to work on it consistently. Okay, I cannot become the top 5 person on LinkedIn just in one day. have to do that on consistently. I cannot become a top content creator on Instagram in one day, not possible. I cannot create a lot of content for YouTube in one day, not possible. So what I'm going to do is that I am going to put LinkedIn in Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday. On Monday, I'm going to do LinkedIn research. I'm going to create content on Tuesday and I'm going to implement, post, engage on Wednesday. So I'm just giving an example. Now Instagram, I do it like on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I do YouTube on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Saturdays, I keep it for overall review that how did I perform overall. Okay. That's how I'm going to divide my work. Running, I have to do that for my body. So I'm going to put a time for running, that from this time to this time. This is non-negotiable, that from morning 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock, I go for run. No meeting in that time. No, my calendar is booked from 9 to 10 in the morning, only running. So I just go for running. The moment I wake up, I know what I have to do. I have to go for a run. And I've adjusted that. Earlier I thought I'll be good in the evenings, but I understood and I optimized my system that now I have my running from 9 to 10 and nothing can like cross that. Everybody knows that I go for running at 9 o'clock in the morning. Okay. Now extra things that you want to learn. Okay, for example, I want to learn more about manifestation. I want to learn more about different things. There are so many things, so I'm going to put 30 minutes of that every single day from this time to this time. So I'm going to block that calendar. Okay, and the to-do list that we created in step number 3, in the tip number 3, what I'm going to do is that the things that I have mentioned in all the 3 categories, I'm going to put that first into my calendar, and every single day there is some different work that also comes. So all the things that you have in this calendar based on these 4 categories, first you will assign that in your like Google Calendar. After that, the spaces that are left in your Google Calendar for the time frame, you're going to put that extra things that you have to do on that daily basis. Like for example, one day your mother asks you to visit any uncle for the party or something. Random things, right? Life is random. So the space that is left there, you are going to put that time there itself. So you're going to become non-negotiable with the time frames for the things that you're going to do that lies in these 4 categories. But of course, do not be over strict with yourself. Okay, if you feel like, for example, every single day 4 o'clock you work on this X thing, but on that day at 4 o'clock somebody visits your family, because of that you are not able to work on that, no worries. You have to say it's okay and you have to move on, and you have to say it's okay. Can I do only 1% of that, probably like before sleeping? If yes, do that 1%, even if you can just open and read that thing, something like that. And if no, it's okay. It's okay should be your biggest motto. It's okay, I'm going to repair, I'm not going to complain. It's okay, I'm going to repair, I'm not going to complain. It should be your motto, it should be your life mantra. Okay, and that's how you make a sustainable timetable that leads you to more growth, more money, more fame, more name, more happiness, more number of sleeping hours, more structure to your life. And ultimately, the end goal of the life is to be happy, and you will be satisfied and happy because you are actually following something that you made, your logical mind made, and that is actually giving you results. And don't forget, because of that I was able to get some great results in my life. So probably like this could be a motivating factor. Anyways, I think we are at the end of the video. I hope I'm going to attach certain links here, and I'm going to attach certain screenshots here how your timetable would look like. And if you have any more questions, you can either message me on Instagram, or instead of Instagram, I would suggest if you can message me in the comment section, I will be able to answer you more quickly. But if you want to personally ask me certain thing, anything, you can message me. Or if you want to have a one-on-one call with me, message me. I have certain links. We can book a 60 minutes call. But you know what? I would really love if you can subscribe to my channel, because that just shows how much you love this content, and I'm really happy. If you have more ideas on what topics I should be talking more about, my experiences or anything, or probably like something that you need help in but you're not able to get help even from your best friend, your mother, your father, your friends, or anybody, your sister, you know your big sister is there and I'm going to help you up. Bye. Signing off. Love you, Jyoti Motwani.